batho nteletsang bese ke sipele ke le day ke sipele le yena. Hip hop is a lifestyle as you can speak. So
It's local, but se ile ko ntle, it's now international.
You are now tuned into Skills Village Radio.
How are you doing today, Nthato?
We're still trying to educate and digitalize the world through Dick and Decker. So, yeah, we are still trying to push the narrative.
That is true, and we truly appreciate that. Now, for Dick and Decker, when you started Dick and Decker, what was the problem that you wanted to solve?
Okay, so when I started Dick and Decker, to be honest, it was an idea that I got so my father owns a construction company, and I was his IT support guy, and I saw a gap to say there are a lot of SMMEs out there who actually are having these issues, and I can actually monetize from this. So from a simple organization to let's say from backing up your files and your day-to-day IT support. So I actually saw a gap to say, if my father, a business owner, having issues with day-to-day IT and doesn't have an IT department, how many SMMEs are out there actually experiencing the same issue? So that was the start of Dick and Decker, and the frustration just of the price tag it comes with having a full-time IT department, and how then these SMMEs get left out of what could potentially be a striving business, not worrying about backups, and my laptop is slow and I cannot access this file. So that's what we're actually trying to, or that's what we are trying to, the gap that we are trying to close for SMMEs.
So your business model is mainly structured for SMMEs.
So remember, business evolves, and as an entrepreneur, you the one mistake you can make is to be stagnant. Yes, you might have a good idea, but that idea will always evolve. So how Dick and Decker started, that's how it was focused on IT support for SMMEs. But as we grew, we got to see other gaps, and we actually evolved into those gaps. For example, will be the digital skills space that we are in right now. To say, there's the saying, "Give a man a fish," or so. These people, if we train them, if we actually give them the skills to go out there and do these things for themselves, then we are actually solving a bigger problem, which is skills and unemployment. So it evolved from that to where it is today. So we give you digital skills, we give you the skill sets for you to go out there and actually either build your business or just contribute to society through digital skills. And that's how we actually got to meet Boundless app, and then we moved into to say, okay, they're an organization that assisting disabled people. So we decided, let's partner with them and let's give these people skills for them to actually be entrepreneurs, because at the end of the day, it's all about inclusiveness.
That is so true. That is so true. And as people with disabilities, we appreciate and we applaud you for being able to see the gap that people with disabilities are lacking within the specific industry of knowledge when coming to the fourth industrial revolution and digital skills,
Yes,
where
sir.
you wanted to give us those skills so that we are also able to know, you know, as much as I've been talking about how creatives should use technology to make sure that they're able to become an income. As Dick and Decker, you guys are at the forefront now with your partnership with Boundless App, being able to show that technology is the way to go. Understanding technology, understanding the fourth industrial revolution will ensure that there is growth. But now there is something that you said in the beginning about being an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
and if you're not able to evolve, you will stay stagnant.
Yeah.
For yourself as an entrepreneur, what was the biggest obstacle that you can say you came across when starting Dick and Decker, and how did you overcome that struggle right now?
So one of the biggest challenges in the beginning was trust. So when you are a new company, people are careful out there. They don't know you. You are coming in, and you need to build to win their trust. So there's the first or the first and the second job that we got. We actually made sure that we give it our all, so that word of mouth could and then they can go and tell the other people to say, hey, there's a company called Dick and Decker. They actually did a good job, and recommend us. But the biggest challenge was trust, that we had to overcome by not wasting an opportunity. So and also investing in learning. So you keep improving your skills, you understand new technology, you stay relevant. And then instead of seeing it as an obstacle, you actually you see light in there to say, by the time that you are sitting and there's no jobs coming in, don't despair. Study, go in. I mean, right now we are in an information age. Your phone, you can Google whatever topic that you want to upskill yourself in, and actually learn and evolve yourself, because with knowledge comes power. So that's what we did. We made sure that the opportunity that we get, we actually give it our all, and we kept on upskilling ourselves. And we were not built overnight. It took a lot
Yeah.
of experience. It took discipline, and actually beginning believing in the bigger vision. So yeah, I think the biggest obstacle was trust.
And trust is very important because you can have a beautiful product or an amazing product, but if people don't trust your product, they will not buy into it.
Mm.
So it is very important. And now there are a whole lot of young people out there, young people with disabilities that are also listening in on the show, you know,
Yeah.
and they have business ideas. They would like to either go into the creative space or have some sort of business, but they don't know where to start. If you had to give advice to a young person who wants to start their own business, but they don't know where to start or where to go or what to begin, what advice would you say to them?
So the advice I would give to them is to say, start. Like take that first step. Uh, a lot of young people think they need everything to be figured out first, a perfect plan, enough money, right connections. But that's not really the reality out there. Businesses start with an idea, and you decide to go with that idea. So when I started Dick and Decker, I didn't have everything figured out, but I had clarity about the problem I wanted to solve. So that clarity kept me focused. So, and another thing, when you start, you can actually test your idea. Offer your services out there, get feedback from people, see how people are actually receiving your service or your product, and then just keep consistent. But I would say take that first step. uh, you can never have enough money, and you can never have a perfect plan. Like I said, the plan will always evolve. But the best advice I can give people who are actually sitting and thinking, this business, go for it. That's my advice. Go for it. And your first step will not be perfect. So
Yeah.
that's another thing they must understand, to say your first step will not be perfect. So think about it this way. You had to crawl, you started walking, you fell. The first time you rode a bicycle, you fell. But you did not stop. You just kept on. Swimming. People who like, you don't just jump in the pool and you are a perfect swimmer. you drink water now and again, but you keep on going. So just move forward, take that first step. Yes, it won't be perfect, but it will be an opportunity for you to learn. Then you can actually, your second step will be better than your first step. And before you know it, you'll be a full-fledged running business.
That is so true. And I think the other thing that makes young people or people that want to start businesses not start,
Mm-hmm.
it's because they are scared of failure. And
Yes.
I am sure when you started your business, you were scared to fail. You thought, hey, maybe I'm not going to make this.
Yes.
Maybe the business will be a flop. But
Yes.
what motivated you? What told you, "Gore, you know what? Irregardless, ke tlo e etsa ntho, I'm going to make sure that I succeed, no matter the circumstances."
The bigger vision, why are you starting in the first place? Why the problem, how sleepless nights that you are getting, knowing that you have a beautiful solution or a beautiful service. That should be your drive. Just keep on keeping. Like don't give up. There's a reason why that idea or came to you. Find out what that reason was and keep pushing.
That is so true. That is so true. And now, you previously spoke about an organization you're working with, Boundless App,
Yeah.
and you spoke about the digital skills program.
Mhm.
When is it? Where is it? What is it about? Who does it focus on? Please do let us know about the digital skills program.
Okay, so the digital skills program, it's in partnership with Boundless App, Adapt IT, LG IT, training services, Jalusi Tech, Makoba Professionals. So we just have a lot of people that actually partnered into this whole program. But basically, the program is to train people with disability with digital skills. We are doing this, our first training will be on the 17th to the 19th of March in Midrand at Adapt IT offices. We have the first 20 disabled people that we actually got from Boundless App. That will be training on AI fluency, basic computer literacy, and how to use tools to actually empower yourself or in the workplace. So the actual plan for this is to what contribution that we are giving from this training is to give people access to say, if you have this digital skills, if you have these digital tools and you know how to use them efficiently, you would actually grow as a person, as an entrepreneur, and we are including disabled people in this. So the plan is to push this to the whole of South Africa. We are planning on going to the next province maybe in a couple of months. We still need to go through this one first. And yeah, the plan is to take it all over the country, even Africa, depending on how people come in and partner with us. We can actually take it through to Africa as well.
And this digital skills program, what made you decide that, okay, let us do this for people with disabilities? Because I would believe you are an able-bodied person.
Mm-hmm.
What has pushed you to say, let me help people with disabilities, instead of just looking at your own able-bodied people? You decided to consider us, and we appreciate that. But what made you do that?
Okay, so in our journey, we were privileged enough to meet the director of Boundless App, and we just so just for us to donate and move away, we thought no, we can actually do more, because when the conversation started from us actually donating a website for them, and then as the conversation continued, we actually picked up that they have a database of people that we can actually contribute more than just the website. I mean, we have these partners that do training. Then let's try and empower Boundless more than just the website, because only a website can only go that far. But what are we doing for the ecosystem? And then that's when we decided to talk to our partners, talk to Boundless, and take these 20 people to say we can put them into this program, and then we can just keep going. After this 20, we take another 20, we take another 20. People with disability, in my opinion, society gets to forget about them. So we saying no. We are taking these people with us into this 4AR. We are not leaving them behind. We want them to be with us. We want them to have the skills, and we want them to be not to be dependent on anybody. We want them to actually have the skills so that they can stand on their own and contribute to the economy of South Africa. So yeah, I'm very passionate about this. I'm not, you can actually pick it up from my voice that I'm giving. Yeah. So yeah, it started from a conversation, and then it just built up, and it got to where it is today.
And with this partnership with Boundless app, what do you see happening, let's say, in the next 4 years? Looking at also the 2030 goal for government, and that, do you still see your partnership with Boundless app growing? Do you see new and developing programs over and above the digital skills?
Yeah, no. I see this partnership going very far, because once you started, like I said, after this, what we will actually think of something to add on to this. And our plan is to see Sipho, a guy that is selling handbags in the corner of Alexander 13, and to be actually moving from that corner to an e-commerce website, getting his products on Takealot, on Macro, on Amazon, employing other disabled people and actually growing the economy. So I will be very happy, and I will sleep very well at night when that guy actually moves away from the corner and go into an e-commerce store via the digital program that we actually contributed, so that we, via the training that we gave. Then I'll be a very happy man. So the plan is to see our people going into e-commerce. Our people shouldn't be stuck with that shop on the corner. That shop, if it can go into the market of people in Africa, even overseas. I mean, those handbags, they can be as big as Gucci, but they just need to be out there. The world needs to know and see them. But when they are on the corner of 13, they can never be seen. They need to be out there. So how do they get to your Macro, to your Amazon? Is by Sipho having digital skills, knowing how to operate a computer, knowing how to load this product on an e-commerce store and actually sell into a bigger market, and not just to the people of Alex, also with you. So we seeing this partnership going very far, because after this 20, another 20 comes in, then another 20 comes in. Then we hit Limpopo, Northwest, Kenya. So the plan is to take this program very far.
And it will go very far.
No, it will.
In closing, before we close off, I would just like to give you a bit of information and put you on the spot a bit.
Okay.
The Art, Culture and Recreation Show is a show that focuses on people with disabilities, and our listeners vary from the individual who is sitting at home and wondering, what do I do with my life, to the individual who is running a business, who is an entrepreneur, who is living with a disability, and corporates as well.
Yeah.
So now, as you've been speaking of the digital skills program, if there are companies that would like to come on board, partner, assist, how can they do that? what assistance is needed by Dick and Decker and Boundless to ensure that the digital skills program is not just a program for 20 people in Midrand, but we make it countrywide, continent wide, what is required and how can people partner with you guys?
Okay, so we're calling upon private sector, we're calling upon government, we're calling upon all these big people out there, big sharks out there to say, give us a call, let's sit down and discuss how we can actually grow this. But basically what we need support. We need whatever that we are doing for these 20 people, it was a real hustle. But if we had big business behind us, then we wouldn't have jumped so many hoops that we jumped to get to these 20 people that we are doing on the 17th. So let these companies come in. We can have conversations, see how we can assist each other, either with venue, either with laptops, either with traveling costs, either with lunches for the training. So there's a lot that we can sit down and discuss on how these companies or these individuals can come in and contribute, because even time, it's not just about the money, it's about time, like contributing your time, helping these guys to show them around. This is where the toilets are, this is where you sit, helping them to register. So any contributions is very welcomed. Our email address is info@dickanddecker.co.za, info@dickanddecker.co.za. Our office number is 012-880-8416, 012-880-8416. So they are welcomed. They can come. We have discussions, and we will appreciate the support. All the support you can get will be appreciated. Because right now, too many people have great ideas, but they don't have a platform to test and scale them. With Boundless, we are building something that goes beyond a tool. We give them a space to be educated, and practically together communities will grow and eventually grow into our South African GDP. So this is not just a skills program. It's actually a community inclusive program.
Thank you very much, Nthato. And that is so true, as people with disabilities, we are part of the ecosystem, we are part of the community. And for you being able to come up and say that we as Dick and Decker are here for persons with disabilities, we want to empower you guys, we want to give out knowledge. That is something amazing, and that is something that we truly appreciate. Thank you very much for your time. And please, after the program, you said it's the 17th to the 19th of March.
Yes.
Do come back and tell our listeners how the program went, be able to kindly send us also pictures so that we can put on our social medias, so that our listeners would be able to know that this program is there, this program is real, and the impact that it has for people with disabilities, it's amazing. Thank you very much for your time. Are there any closing words that you'd like to leave our listeners with?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity and your listeners for listening to me. I wanted to add just to say, people can follow us on social media. We are Dick and Decker on all platforms: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We will definitely post pictures. We'll definitely post videos of the event, and they can just follow the event there, and then they can contact the office, and then we see how we actually take the second batch of people. Let them contact us, let them contact Boundless, and let's take this this program forward. And another thing people must just understand, this is not charity, it's empowerment through technology. So we are empowering people. We are not feeling sorry and no, we are empowering people through technology. So they shouldn't look at it as charity work. No, this is real impact using technology, using AI, and using all the skills, all the tools that are out there that we can leverage from. So yeah, thank you. I'll definitely come back after the program I will share the pictures. I will tag you guys so that we can just keep following this on all our social media platforms. Thank you for your time, sir.
Skills Village Radio.